Hey nail bosses, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm gonna be doing a feel on myself. If you guys remember, I did this set a few weeks back and it was time to change it up a little bit, especially because this was actually my birthday nail set. And so I wanted something that would go along with the dress that I was going to be wearing, which was an all brown dress. And so I wanted my nails to kind of pop a little bit, which if you guys know, I actually have not been doing my nails like I used to before. And so what I ended up doing today was a lot more than my usual. But first thing I'm doing is just going in and removing the gel polish, removing some of the glitter, and I am going to be covering up this glitter. So instead of just removing it, I am going to go over it with some polish because this set was very last minute and I was kind of in a rush, so I didn't want to have to remove all of this glitter acrylic. But if you were wanting to do like a different glitter acrylic, then you would file it all the way off. But you could always just cover it up with nail polish, or you could even just go in and fill it back in with that same glitter if you want to keep it. But I'm just using my extra coarse drill bit and just filing, like I said, to remove the bulk and remove the gel polish. After that, we're going in with a cuticle pusher. This is just going to expose the new growth and help with reducing lifting. After that, we're going to go in with our 180 pink sanding band, which I do have these available on my website. And I am using the McCart Flawless Pro E-File, which I absolutely love. And as always, I'll be sure to link everything down below. Also, whenever I'm filing the natural nail during this part, remember that I'm just filing to remove the shine from the natural nail. I don't want to thin down the nail or anything, literally just removing the shine. So I'm only using my e-file at about 3000 RPMs, but as always, just adjust it to whatever speed you feel comfortable using it at. After I finish filing the nails, I'm going in and just dusting them off, and then I'm going to go in with my NC monomer, my acrylic powder in the color Real Nude, of course adding my odor out drops to my monomer, which helps reduce the odor of the monomer, and then of course going in with our dehydrator and primer on the natural nail only. This is going to help the acrylic adhere a lot better to the natural nail and prevent lifting as well. For my acrylic brush, I'm using my number 14 brush. I do have these available on my website as well. And as always, just going in and dipping that brush into my liquid, then into my powder, just getting a small size bead. I told you guys before that I like working with smaller beads of acrylic, and that's just what I personally prefer, but as always, whatever works for you best. But I picked up my bead, placed it closer to the cuticle area, very gently pat it down, and then I'm just blending it in with the acrylic that's already on the nail. So of course, since we're doing a fill, we don't need too much acrylic. As of course, just going in and just kind of making sure that everything is nice and even, and that we still have a nice thickness at the tip and good apex as well. And as you guys seen there on the side, I had a little gap where my acrylic kind of broke off, so I just went in and filled that in. And then of course, just looking at the nail from different angles and just adding more acrylic wherever it's needed. So for this nail, I'm just going to go in with some clear. Like I said, I am going to be using gel polish over the top of this. And so I don't mind with me just having clear around that cuticle area because you're not going to be able to see it. But same thing, just going in with a small size bead, placing it as close as I can to that cuticle area, but not to where it's on the actual skin, and then just brushing it out to make sure that it's nice and smooth. I'm going to go in and place another bead right in the middle because I feel like I had a little like indentation in there, and I needed to make sure that everything was nice and even. For this one, I'm just going to go in and fill it in with that same Real Nude acrylic powder. and just placing it closer to the cuticle. And remember that whenever you're applying acrylic, you literally just want to make sure that as you're brushing it, that you're almost just like feathering it. You want to be very, very gentle, because if not, you're going to be brushing that acrylic off the nail. And basically, if you have a lot of acrylic or product on your paper towel, then that means that you're brushing too hard, because you're just dragging the product off. Or also, if your brush is not clean, if your brush is not clean, a lot of the product can get stuck to your brush, and so that when that happens, the product is not able to stay on the nail. It just kind of continues to build onto the brush, and then you'll have a lot of wasted product on your paper towel as well. But for this ring finger, I'm just going in and also doing the clear, and then of course for the pinky, I'm gonna go in with the real nude. Alrighty, so this is what the nails look like after I finish applying the acrylic on all of them. So after that, we're gonna go in and just reshape all of the nails. I do want them not super sharp this time, but I do want them a little bit more narrow at the tip, and I'm gonna show you the difference in a little bit. Like I said, not just a very drastic change, but just a slightly more narrow. So just going in and filing all of my nails at a 90-degree angle, and just alternating from side to side, making sure that I'm filing about the same amount of times on each side. And of course, making sure that as you're doing this, you're paying really close attention, so you don't end up just filing too much on one side than the other. But this is what my nails look like after I finish reshaping them. Still have a nice length that I wanted, not too long, not too short. And then after that, we're gonna go in and just file the nails. Now this time I decided to just use my sanding band, just because all of the nails are already really nice and smooth, and so I really don't need to file down any bulk. And sometimes I just go ahead and use this sanding band because I'm able to get the same results. Now if you do need to file your nails, like if you see that your nails are really thick and you need to file down some of the acrylic, or if they're like lumpy and not smooth, then you will need to go in with your regular drill bit. But since I'm just making sure that everything is nice and smooth, and I'm just sealing the cuticle area, this one will do the job just fine as well. Again, this is my 180 sanding band, and this is similar to if I was just doing all of my filing with a hand file. It's gonna do just as good. Alrighty, so up next I'm going to go in with my buffer, and this is just going to get rid of any of the scratches left on the nails from the hand file or the e-file. So you want to make sure that you buff those nails really good, because if not, you will be able to see any scratch left on the nail once you apply your polish. So again, making sure that you buff really good. And I do have these buffers available on my website as well. All of your buffers, files, all of that stuff is like a one-time use thing. Anything that's porous cannot be disinfected. So if you're looking for affordable nail products, like I said, everything is available on my website. But after I finished buffing, I washed my hands off, and we're going straight into the nail art. So for this nail, I want to try like that 3D look with the gel, and I am going to make it a gold chrome. So I did the gel, cured for 60 seconds, and then I mixed together some clear top coat and some black, applied that over the nail, cured for 30 seconds, and then I'm going in with my gold chrome. And yes, I am using a beauty blender, but y'all, I don't have anything smaller. I used to have the little like sponge wedges, but I have not been able to find them at the store, and this beauty blender works just fine. Next, I'm going in with a green on my ring finger. And y'all, when I tell y'all that I've always always have been a pink girly, and then in the last year, like, I have fallen in love with the color green. Like, it's just so pretty. Like, I literally have bought so many green shoes, clothes. Like, I literally just bought a new case for my laptop and it's green. Like, it's just so pretty to me now. But for this one, I did 2 coats of the green. Then I'm doing the Macart blooming gel, and I'm going in with some black to kind of do that like the alligator look. Whenever you're doing this, you do want to make sure that you work fast, because with the blooming gel, the polish does start to spread pretty quickly. So just do your design on there, and then very quickly put it in the light and cure for 60 seconds. But next, for this thumb, I'm gonna go in and just do a base coat first, because I've noticed that whenever I do a gel base coat first, my French tips just come out really well, because the polish applies on very smoothly. But for this one, I'm just gonna do a green outline on the tip, basically like a French tip outline. So we're not filling in the tip, just doing the outline. And then I'm gonna go in with a brown for my middle finger. So I did want to keep like some of the nude still showing on the nails that I had the nude acrylic, so my thumb and my pinky, and then the rest I wanted to cover them up. But of course also adding some bling, and like I said, I just wanted it to I wanted my nails to just kind of pop and stand out, since my dress was going to be just a plain brown. And I just felt like, I don't know, like what I did with my nails, it definitely went well with my dress for sure. But for the bling, I went in with my hard gel, which works really good for bling, y'all. Like, it's literally been 3 weeks now, and since I did these nails, I'm just now posting this video, but all of my stones, like literally every single one of my stones, is still on my nails. And it's been 3 weeks, so if you're looking for a good gel for your stones, definitely check it out. It's just a hard gel, which is on my website. But this is how my nails turned out. I absolutely love them. Like I said, this was definitely something different for me from what I'm used to here lately. Y'all know I've been like very minimalist, very simple, very cutesy, but this time for my birthday, I had to turn it up just a little bit, and I absolutely love them. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And again, see you guys next time.